Hi, chess kids. This is Coach Khan, and this is our new and improved chess club called Pacific Coast Chess. And we're at the end of round two here. We've got Left Curly Galaxy and Potzer Max, and looks like Potzer Max here is looking to finish off Left Curly Galaxy, and who's fighting very hard and not giving up. But it's been really fun to see all you guys playing and improving. We've got kids in Southern California, all the way up and all the way up into Washington, and we're hoping to build up the club and play some good chess. And so we're during this global pandemic, we're playing games Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. So I'm Coach Khan, and I'm directing here. I've got Wild Mad Crow in the background, chirping and kibitzing. But let's see how this game finishes off. So this is the last game from round two, and
this is live.
Potzer Max is up material, but it's really great to see Left Curly Galaxy continuing to fight. So it looks like the strategy right now for Potzer Max is to finish it off and get a checkmate, which he does. So there's round two. Let's look at the standings really quick. After two, we've got a tie for first place, Wild Mad Crow and Potzer Max, and then followed by Golga Chess, Left Curly Galaxy with a point each. Oh, and Past Wild Penny as well. And Tiny Organic Plum. So we got 4 players with a point each, with 2 rounds to go. So round 3, we've got Potzer Max and Wild Mad Crow. So we got the leaders at it. We've got Golga Chess and Left Curly Galaxy and Tiny Organic Plum, Past Wild Penny. These are actually classmates in school up here in Washington, Western Washington. So let's take a look at some games here. So Wild Mad Crow and Potzer Max, these 2 players have been playing against each other for a while now. Pretty much during this whole pandemic quarantine. It's hard to call it a break, so we'll call it a quarantine. And really our goals here is we just want to see kids play good chess, and playing slowly, thinking through, developing their pieces. And ideally here we want to see players when they get back to playing behind the board, using their skills and developing their skills, but playing online chess is the next best thing. And what's really cool about playing online chess is we get to play against kids from further distances. So our chess club at school, we pretty much play against kids within our own school and our own club. But this has been a unique opportunity because we're playing against kids from California. We're playing against kids from other regions, which is fun to see. And I'm hoping that ultimately all these kids continue just playing chess. So for me, I don't play too many tournaments behind the board right now. I just don't have the time really, but I'm pretty involved in my kids' chess. And I play mostly online, chess.com, and a little bit on chesskid against my kids, or every now and then I'll sneak in and play some kids on chesskid, but I play pretty much online. And I've been involved in scholastic chess for a while. Before relocating up here to Washington, in San Diego, which is where I'm originally from, I led a chess club. Started a chess club at the middle school, and it was a pretty cool experience. I took kids to the USCF Scholastic Nationals, and it was a really fun experience seeing kids there. But I think one of the greatest things is seeing a few kids at least continue to play. So there's a boy, or he's not a boy now, he's a man, but when he was one of my students in middle school, started playing, and now we've continued to play online on chess.com, and he can beat me now. And so we've played a couple times. He's beaten me a few times, and we go back and forth, and he's a really bright kid, and I'm just happy to see that he's continued playing chess. Not all kids continue doing that, and some kids kind of stop after playing in school, but other kids, they'll continue. I'll take a look at some other games here. We got Golga Chess, and then one of our newer members, Left Curly Galaxy, so welcome. And some kids kind of walk away from it, but maybe if they know how to play, they'll play a family member or maybe later on. So I know for me, my dad was an active club player before I was born. He got into chess during the Bobby Fischer era, when Bobby Fischer played the famous 1972 World Championship against Boris Spassky. My dad actually was laid up in the hospital during that tournament. He was actually in a motorcycle accident and broke his femur, and really didn't have much else to do. So he ended up playing, just watching the tournament on TV, and I guess he had a board in the hospital or something, and just got into chess that way, and was active. Nothing, not like a real super high player, but just played a lot online, or not online, but in clubs. And then when I was young, he taught me a little bit, and I really appreciated the game, but didn't really have many opportunities to play. I think the only chance you had of playing at a higher level is if you joined a club, and never got into a chess club when I was younger. Only really just got beat up playing chess by my dad, then there was Chess Master, the game, computer game, and never even came close to winning that. So I kind of lost interest. And but I would play, maybe against friends, and then when the internet came along, I would play like on Yahoo Chess, and then here and there, but wasn't really a great player. As we see, Golga Chess having a very strong attack here, threatening. Looks like it's going to be mate here. Black's only chance is to block the check with Queen E8, and it should be a checkmate. Checkmate in one here, and Golga Chess with the victory. So we take a look at some other games here. We got a youngster here, Philomene, and then Teal Better Planet, one of our newer players. So welcome.
Hello.
And the cool thing about these tournaments here is we have Swiss format. So we got kids of all different ages. I think we've got kids as high as 5th grade, and then we got kids as young as 4, I think 4 or 5-year-old. And the youngsters can play. Some of them are still learning, but I know Potzer Max is young, and he's playing, and he's doing a great job. And I know he's been known to push the older kids around a bit.
Yeah,
but with chess, age does matter, because kids are still learning and developing, but at the same time, your experience and your skill level mean more than your age. So it's not uncommon for kids to beat an adult, and it's really tough for an adult to play a kid, because it's almost like a no-win situation.
So, and like grown-ups
we got Wild Mad Crow chirping in here. What's up, Wild Mad Crow?
We don't. Well, grown-ups like my dad, like if they're really really good, you like kind of know like how they're gonna win, and so so my dad plays easy every time he jumps into a tournament, and so he goes easy, especially on especially
Sometimes.
on.
And sometimes
Kids
when I
like-
do badly, I say, "Oh, I was taking it easy." So,
Especially like on kids like Philomene and Nice Funny Badger, but he's not in this tournament.
all right. So we got classmates here. We've got Past Wild Penny and Tiny Organic Plum. These are actually kids who started. Well, actually, they're not classmates, but they're schoolmates. But they're in the same chess club. And what's cool about these kids is we just started playing this year, so less than a year. We got kind of started a little bit late with the chess club this year. I wanted to get it started early, but just wasn't ready. But both kids started playing this year, and they've been playing pretty much every day during the tournaments, and they're improving. The thing about chess is, there's times when you think you're improving and you're doing great, and you feel like you can't lose, and then there's other times where you're just like, what is happening here? I just can't buy a win, or nothing's working out. But the important thing is that you stick with it with chess, is that you keep playing. We call that a growth mindset. And we got Wild Mad Crow's about to get booted out here. But we got a strong check here by Past Wild Penny. Back ranked mate. Looks like it's gonna be a mate in one. Looked like a back ranked mate first, but then Rook F1, and we got a mate in one.
I hope.
If we can see. Oh, what is happening here?
Who that? Well,
Did I miss something here, or did we have? Oh no, we White is able to find an escape. And hanging on.
Waited too long.
Hanging on, right? I thought I saw. Can I back this up a little bit? I thought I saw. Rook takes F1, checkmate.
Maybe his baby brother is bossing him around. Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, with chess, there's no steady decline. If you continue to practice and play, you're going to improve, but you're going to have times where you decline. There's going to be times where you try something new.
Let's checkmate one for black. Checkmate one. Oh my god.
So Wild Mad Crow thinks there's a mate in one.
Could I see it? Oh,
We'll see.
Didn't. The king could have taken away that spot.
But
H1. Oh. H1. I'm on top, Daddy.
we got Tiny Organic Plum hanging tough, right? So we try and teach players never to resign.
Never resign.
We've seen some pretty crazy games on here. That's what's fun about Scholastic Chess.
Yeah,
And
checkmate.
Past Wild Penny gets the win. Great job, Past Wild Penny. But we have, there's times where players are up 10 plus points. And and games could end up in a draw, or sometimes there's a back rate checkmate. So we teach players not to give up, not to resign, and force their opponent to make a checkmate, which is good for both players, right? We want players to look for checkmate. We want players to look for checkmates, and to look to see if they can get out of it. So we want that mental toughness aspect. All right, so we got our last round here. Let's look at the standings after 3 rounds. So round 4, we got Wild Mad Crow in first place, followed by Golga Chess. Potzer Max tied for second. And so we have the tiebreaker here, both at 2. So we got an important round here. Are Golga Chess and Potzer Max playing against each other? No, they're not.
They're brothers and sisters.
Okay. So games here. We got a good one here. Wild Mad Crow and Past Wild Penny. We've got Golga Chess and Teal Better Planet. And we got brother sister rivalry here. Potzer Max and Philomene. And then Tiny Organic Plum against Left Curly Galaxy. So it's been an exciting tournament today, and for the most part, Golga Chess has been dominating our tournaments. She had an incredible winning streak of 20 plus games without losing a game, and She's been winning most of the tournaments, but the fun thing is that every now and then one of these other players will step up and win, catch her off guard. But over the long run, Golga Chess has been setting a tone. One of the things I noticed about her is that she's done a ton of chess puzzles. I'm going to click on her profile really quick so we can see. If you look at her puzzles here, she's got a pretty strong puzzle rating. And if I go to our club here, if we go to our club leaderboard for puzzles.
What about the games? But people want to see the games.
So, yeah, so what I noticed about Golga Chess is she has over 10,000 attempts with her puzzles, which is incredible. So she does a ton of chess puzzles. She's a very strong tactical player, and I think that's what's showing up in her strong play. Potzer Max as well is coming up on 10,000 problems. So those are the things that you got to do to be a stronger player, is practice. And even though you don't get a puzzle right, you can still learn. In fact, that's where you learn, is when you get a puzzle wrong and then you see what you could do to how you can get it right. That's where the learning takes place, is learning when you get a puzzle wrong. So that's what I like to see. So we got some quick endings here to some games. In this last one here,
What is going to be an end? A sad ending.
So we got past Wild Penny up here in those last rounds to make things interesting. We'll see how this game ends up. So, we've got a strong, very, very interesting position here. So we got the rook pinned to the king. So Black's rook can't take the rook. I gotta be careful here about commenting here, because we got Wild Mad Crow. So I'm gonna hold off here on the commenting. Make sure I don't help out. But I'll talk a little bit about the other chess, but we'll see how this game ends up. Here's the current standing. Most players have finished up their 4th game. We hope all of you guys continue playing every day and practicing. And we got a player here. Oh, we got a quick game here. What happened? We got a pass Wild Penny. But Wild Mad Crow is able to finish it off. So tournament over. We gotta teach Wild Mad Crow about etiquette and sportsmanship. But great job to all players. So Wild Mad Crow, Golga Chess, and Pass Wild Penny. Wild Mad Crow win. They each had 3 points, but what ends up happening is Wild Mad Crow wins on the tiebreak. So good games of chess all around. Keep joining us every day at 1 o'clock with Pacific Coast Chess.